Hey guys, just finishing up my last turkey hunt of the season. Unfortunately, the birds didn't cooperate this morning. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and this is a crazy topic, not about real estate, but it is about the outdoors. If you're an outdoorsman or an outdoors woman, you know how dangerous ticks are. Personally, I have had Lyme's disease now for 8 years. It's put me in the hospital 4 times in 8 years. It hits me out of the blue. It is an absolute rabid disease. I mean, it affects me on a daily basis most of the time. I have a regimen that I have found a great holistic doctor that has given me a regimen of supplements and medicines that have helped me throughout this process. In the last year, it's gotten a lot better. But you've also heard about the alpha-gal. Everybody says it a little different, but it's basically the tick bite that makes you where you can't eat red meat. That also affects people differently. Jake on our team has that, and if he eats red meat, he gets the hives and he breaks out and he feels like crap. Some people, it could potentially kill you. Depends on the severity of how the disease works. Lyme's is a crazy disease. There's different levels of it. They call it A, B, and C. Doctors don't even like to tell you that it exists because why? The FDA does not recognize it as a chronic disease. So they're going to diagnose it as fibromyalgia or arthritis or the flu or something else. They're never going to call it Lyme's because the FDA won't back it and the insurance won't pay that doctor for their services. Did you know that? Look it up. I found that out the hard way. Tracy and I went to the CDC office in Greenville, North Carolina, and I had 4 doctors in that one room tell me that Lyme's disease does not exist in North Carolina. I mean, where does this crap come from? Where do they find these doctors that can bold-faced lie knowing that Lyme's disease is all over the East Coast? You can't make it up. Anyway, the topic of this discussion is, I was talking to a friend of mine today who said he had a buddy that was craving a cheeseburger, but he's got the alpha-gal. So he's not supposed to eat red meat or it can make him very sick. Funny thing is, he said, man, I was craving a cheeseburger to the point I was willing to pay for it with pain to get that cheeseburger. And he stopped off at a fast food restaurant, and I'm not going to use the name of the fast food restaurant because I don't want him to sue me for saying this, but he ate that red meat cheeseburger and he had no effect. Moral of the story is, you've heard about lab-grown meat. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going on, but I am saying that this is one of the most popular fast food restaurants out there. And you got a guy that's got alpha-gal disease, and when he eats red meat, it makes him sick. But he ate red meat and he had no effect. To the point he went back and he ordered another cheeseburger within the same week. Same result. No effect from eating that red meat. So the question is it real red meat? I don't know, you tell me. Drop us a line in the comments, tell us what you think. If you can't eat real red meat that you buy at the grocery store or you buy from someone who raised that cattle and that red meat makes you sick, but then you go to a fast food chain and you eat their red meat and you get no effect, is it really red meat? Let us know your thoughts.